fired, shots fired, I'm hit. All right, I'm still caught.
Left onto Blue Bonnet.
Left on the board.
Dispatch, be advised. I've been shot in the face, and I know that I've taken on my mask. I'm just fine right now. 12331, the vehicle suspect vehicle turned right onto South Stafford into Peter Road.
We're on the surface.
Three Hispanic males. I was shot by the driver's side passenger. Driver's side passenger. Did return fire. Their rear window may be shot out. Continuing northbound on 59 express 100.
Northbound. Exit 100.
He's firing.
I was watching Live PD and saw this story because it got my attention. And at first I thought, nah, she did not get shot. Maybe grazed, but not shot. She was too calm, too collected. She just wanted to sound cool to everyone who gets to watch the dash cam after the event, right? I wish I could show you the actual video where all this took place and where she got shot, but that's a big no-no here in this platform. But here are some cool animations from your favorite NBC Today show from back in the day. They described this officer as a former boxer, a U.S. Marine, but what they left out was the Latina part. I can only imagine her going, "Oh, hell nah. You just shot at me?" Trust me, I know. Puerto Rican and married to another Puerto Rican and have a mom, a sister, a sister-in-law, a mother-in-law. I know how Latinas are. And they don't put up with stuff like that. I'm just letting you know how it goes. So first off, every time I see a reporter talk about a traffic stop on any situation anywhere that they're reporting on some sort of incident that happened from a traffic stop, they always use the term routine traffic stop. To be clear, there's no such thing. Every stop is different. Every person you make contact with is different. The stop, a lot of vehicles, it changes, right? I stopped a lot of vehicles throughout my entire career, and luckily, I was never put in this situation that this young lady was. However, I do have friends who have been in both sides of this situation. Actually, I lost one friend. Not so much on a traffic stop, but after the fact, just a few years prior to this incident that we're talking about here. But Officer Ann Marie Carrizales was shot in the face and chest during a 2013 traffic stop in Stafford, Texas. But despite her severe injuries, she returned fire and pursued the dirtbags, leading to the eventual capture of the dirtbag who shot her. The bullet hit her face and ricocheted, while the other one hit her vest, thankfully. and didn't go any further. And they're saying it saved her life. She's since become an inspirational speaker, sharing her story of survivor and resilience, including dealing with PTSD, which a lot of people, a lot of officers, military, people close that I know deal with. I had one friend actually, like I said earlier, murdered on a situation similar to this one. The other one survived the shooting. However, he was shot in the, I think, the side of his cheek as well, just like she was from the back, and two shots on his shoulder. And I know, speaking to them, I had another one involved in a suicide by cop situation, and it's not easy, man. It's not easy. So PTSD is something real. If you hear people saying that, don't take it lightly. Don't think they're just saying it for the sake of saying it. It really is a tough situation to be in that I really don't want to be in. Again, I cannot show you the video, but Carrizales, I'm sure I'm butchering your name, and I'm sorry, approached a suspicious vehicle with three males from passenger, began shooting at her. She was shot in the cheek, left cheek. It exited through her neck. The other one hit her chest. Thankfully, the vest stopped it. She fired back, busting out the back windshield or back window, and pursued the fleeing vehicle in her patrol car, giving crucial information to dispatch. I'm going to say, when you watch the actual video, the whole thing, she's very detailed, right? The only thing I will criticize is she says the passenger on the driver's side. To me, that would be the person behind the driver, but I mean, regardless, it's just nitpicking at this point. Um, she was shot. That's the bottom line. And whoever was in that vehicle better be ready, right, to take the heat. And that's how it should be. But she was given crucial information, and in my book, that's just amazing. I mean, she was injured, bleeding, and still having the sense to stay calm, even with all that adrenaline going, and still chase these dirtbags until they get caught, right? Not it's something. It takes a lot, and it's something I tell a lot of people today in my team. I'm not law enforcement anymore, but I tell them all the time. The easiest way to take control of the situation is, first of all, you need to stay calm. The other people, everything around you is going crazy. You need to stay calm, okay? But the POS who shot her, Sergio Francisco Rodriguez, was apprehended within, I don't know, matters of hours after this occurred. With the help of other officers, I think it was mostly from another or a neighboring department from the city she worked for. Carrizales faced significant physical and emotional injuries, very understandable, including PTSD, but persevered. And it's still amazing to hear that her story in this interview, she is still returning back to law enforcement. At least at the time, she said she was going back to law enforcement. She received numerous awards, including a Congressional Badge of Bravery, and became a motivational speaker, sharing her stories of courage and the fight after fight, which is pretty impressive. I'm not sure if she's still in the force or not. She may be. Didn't follow up on that, but I'm glad that she did share her story with many around the country. Like I said, I have friends myself that I could name off the top of my head who have been in this similar situation, and it's not easy. And the fact that she survived this is pretty. First of all, grace of God. The fact that she put this dirtbag off the street, which even better. The thing is that a lot of people don't understand. Law enforcement is a calling, and it's not something that many are willing to answer. Many do want to law enforcement, want to be law enforcement. They want that badge, they want that gun. But what actually involved in law enforcement is a lot deeper, a lot more than just that, right? She did what she did here. She put violent people off the streets, saved probably a lot of lives by putting this guy off the street or these guys off the street, even if a lot of people don't see this, right? But let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. I personally think she is a hero. I personally am glad that she's alive, that her kids, her husband, her boyfriend, whoever, still gets to see her, and her mom or dad everybody who loves her or cops. I know at one point at the video that you don't see here, but she says she saw them put a turn signal turning onto the road, kind of like an ambush, right? It's and she had enough sense to call that out on the radio as well. That is impressive. Like I said, she did everything by the book, calm, collected. But like I said, she boxing, U.S. Marine, and a badass Latina. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Comment section below. Talk to you guys later.